Hello, this is Police Chief Chris Womack, and I want to welcome you to this edition of the Police Report. Today I've got a very special guest, the most special of guests, my partner, Deputy Chief Gary Sparks, going to be joining us on the show today. We're going to be talking about a lot of the community involvements and how we try to reach out, stay involved on the positive side of what's going on in Douglasville. I think you're going to enjoy today's show. Sit back, relax, and we're going to introduce you to some things we got going here in the police department. Welcome back to this edition of the Police Report. Like I said, with me today is my partner in crime, Gary Sparks, my deputy chief, my big brother.
That's it.
And what we're going to talk about today is a little bit about what we do here at the police department to try to reach out and make a difference on the positive side, on the proactive side of law enforcement. You know, one of the first things I want to touch base on is what we just had fresh on our minds was Friday night. We played a tough game. We played them close, but we were called out by the school board to come out and support the Boys and Girls Club again. I'm actually on the board of directors with the Boys and Girls Club, and this was our third time, our March Madness game of playing. Tell us about Coach Sparks. He was leading the team.
I tell you, they done got us 3 years in a row. Last year they got us by, what, 3 points? This year they got us by 10. But, you know, I think they're stacking the deck over there on us, you know. They pulling those coaches and played college ball, but, you know, we just come from the guys of what we have, you know, and we play hard. You know, we play hard. But it's a fun game, and everybody gets into it, all the guys get into it, and it shows how the department, which is led by the chief, is community-oriented. And but we coming back next year. We have a secret weapon.
And what I noticed this year about our two previous games, it seems like the stands were a lot fuller this year. Yeah. And had a big crowd there, had some cheerleaders. Fair Play sent their cheerleaders down there with us.
Yeah, we had 3 groups of cheerleaders, and the people really enjoyed the game, and we were fired up, man. We were down by 3 after halftime, and the guys, we were really feeling it, and the fans were feeling it. They were like, "Come on, Low Dog! Come on, Low Dog!" But in the end, they got us. You know, we give them their props. But it's on and popping next year. We're
going to work a little harder next year and be ready to get them.
We're going to practice.
We need a little more practice time. Work on our passes. I think our passes
right.
We
see our job is you know, they have a big job in teaching our kids to be productive citizens. We have a big job in making sure all our citizens are safe. So we didn't have enough time to get out there on that practice floor, but we're going to get that next year, Chief. We bringing it to the PD.
And before we move on, I do want to give a big shout out to one of our city fathers. Sam Davis was with us.
Sam Davis on the 1s and 2s. He was spinning the music.
Spinning the music, and that really added to the fun. Got the crowd a little pumped up. Changing gears a little bit, let's talk about our Cops Fun Run. We've been doing that a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Taylor, still active in the schools.
Yeah.
I could venture to say probably one of the biggest races in the whole county is the Cops Fun Run. You know, we run that thing all the way from pre-K up to 8th grade. We do separate boys and girls trophies. Probably passing out about 30 or 40, you know, different trophies. A lot of hardware given out, and that's always been really well received.
Yeah, it is. And those Cop Fun Run T-shirts, I had one on the other day, and I walked in the store after working out. Someone said, "I have a shirt just like that." Where you get your what school you was to? I said, I'm too old for school, you know. But I work with the police department. We sponsor that thing, so it's welcome. It's a welcome when the people see you walk in, you got that Cop Fun Run T-shirt on, and then the people like, yeah, I know about the Cop Fun Run. It's a good thing. So, yeah, that's something we'll be into forever. As long as we're here.
Right.
Yeah.
And enjoy doing those types of things.
Yeah.
Past couple of years, we've really stepped it up with the Special Olympics and those special athletes and what they've got going. And got to tip our hats to Matt Underwood.
Yeah, Matt doing a super job. I think last year we were runner-up in the fundraising, and we're gonna win that thing this year. Matt, he's got all the officers here energized, and we get promotions and help from the business community. You know, we have that at the
down at Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's Crab Shack, where the police officers come in and serve you.
Tip a cop.
Tip a cop. We the waiters and the waitresses. So, but all that's in fun too, and that goes again to show how in tune we are with the community, that the police department and the community, we are one. And I think that's what's hurting a lot of law enforcement in the community is like we separated, but through your leadership, Chief, we doing a lot of things in the community. And so let the community know that we're about the community. We are together. We are one.
And a lot of times you think of police departments, sometimes they're having that cloak of secrecy and behind the steel curtain and stuff, but it's not like here at Douglasville,
it's not like,
We try to get our citizens come up, we encourage them to come do ride-alongs with us, so we know if we can get folks out here seeing what we're up against, we got a supporter, and they're going to have our back.
And see, and that's one thing the citizens need to know, that we are open book. We're not trying to hide anything because we are one. To solve crime, it takes all of us, the community. The community are the eyes and ears. They out there more so than we are. When a bad guy see a black and white rolling in the community, they usually stop. As soon as we roll up out of there, the community eyes are still there.
Right.
So call us with the information. We got to work together, and that's one way how you garnish that commitment of working together is by having all these things that we're doing. And come ride with the officers and see what the officer in a 12-hour shift, see what the officer goes through, what kind of calls are happening.
Right, and like I said, once they see that with their own eyes, they know what we're up against and help us get the tools. And just like this beautiful building we're working out of, they stepped up huge for us and got us a safe environment to work the men and women out of here.
It's like the chief said, we went from the outhouse to the penthouse. But we're working hard up in here, so come visit. Come walk around and see what.
We love to show it off up here, too.
Yeah, we love to show it off.
And we need to make sure we talk about what you've got going. You have implemented a program here that is just not only taking off here in the county, but it's drawing attention state and nationally with what you're doing with Youth Against Violence. I know you got a big celebration coming up.
We got our 5-year anniversary coming up May 12th at from 10 to 12:30, and 5 years of going out and being proactive because we wanted to fight gang violence. But we looked and we found out that we not only need to fight against gang violence, but any criminal activity that's committed by the youth. We want young people to know that, again, the police department, we want to be on the forefront of teaching our young people the law, teaching them life skills, teaching them how to deal with the police. A lot of time our young people don't get that information from the parents. How you deal with the police. Well, we tell them how to deal with the police, how to make a complaint. Again, it's an open book. We're not trying to say, all right, the police is always right and nothing like that. This is how you make a complaint. This is how this are the areas how you should act to get a positive response from the police. So this Youth Against Violence is something that I think the chief is free. The chief and the sheriff Phil Miller, they put all the money up, and it's been overwhelming, and gladly we glad that it's overwhelming. We probably had over 1,500 kids come through the program, so we're going to keep going. Now we're going to other areas, Fulton County. We've been going there doing some talks to Conyers, school system. So it's going to be a great time.
I am so proud of what you've done, and you've touched a lot of lives. And I've seen a lot of these kids that once they graduate your program, they stick with you and they come back, and they become mentors, because they see us in a different light. And even though when we have kids mess up, it ain't nothing for me and you. Once, okay, kids are still gonna make mistakes, but if they trust us, they know even once they get down here with us, we're still gonna do our best to take care of them and help them whatever situation they've been in.
And that's the big thing about it, Chief, is that we want to show our young people that they do not have to be afraid of the police. They listen to the music and what they see on TV and other jurisdictions, what's happening. But we want our young people to know that they are part of the community, and the law enforcement is part of the community. And we got to get together. They got to understand that we're there to help, and that's what we do with Youth Against Violence. We change some of the negative thoughts about law enforcement. Like, Chief, y'all police pretty cool, But that's not to say now if you get out there and get wrong, you get wrong, you do the crime, you gotta do the time. But you know, we're gonna try to lead you along the way to keep you from violating the law. I tell them all the time, as you do, call us before you act. Call us, you got some problems. They have our personal phone numbers. And I don't think that's happening across, you know, anywhere else with a lot of kids. They have the police chief or the police deputy chief phone number.
Right.
They need to have them on quick dial.
I had one of them call me about midnight, Friday or Saturday night. My nights are confused. I don't remember what night it was, but I got one of them late night calls Friday or Saturday night by one of our kids that we both have dealt with over the years. And you know, and I feel good about that. You know, I'm proud to say I do feel like a role model. I do feel that responsibility, and I'm not going to shirk that. And we need these kids to let them know we're in their corner so they can succeed. We want to see them succeed a whole lot more than we want to see them fail and end up down here on the other side of those bars.
Exactly. We in that class we have we also have parent classes, so the parents can come to Youth Against Violence and understand the gang law, understand the drug laws, what to look for if you think your kid using drugs, and understand the juvenile court system. Because a lot of parents, you know, they're working hard. They don't get involved with that until it hits them, and then they're like, oh my God, what's going on? Well, you know, they can come by Youth Against Violence, and we'll give them that information. So we're, like I said, we're an open book, and we're not trying to, you know, some people say, well, y'all trying to get intelligent. No, if you're gonna do wrong, you're gonna tell on yourself anyway. Right. We out here trying to make police and citizens contact a more pleasant contact instead of a negative contact. So.
The fact of that matter is we can only police them as well as they're going to let us police them.
That's right. That's right. And so we try.
When they will and condone behavior, you know, our hands to an extent are tied. They got to let us know. Yeah. Because, like I said, there's a whole lot more of them out there than there are us.
Right. Right. So we gonna keep fighting this good fight, and I think we win. And I think in Douglas County and the city of Douglasville, you know, our young people, you don't see a lot of the graffiti about gangs. That, not saying there's not any gangs in here, but you don't see a lot of it as you may drive into other cities, you know, because we've been out there pumping proactive educational measures.
Planting those seeds.
Because now the kids say, ooh, why should I be involved in a gang when I could do something positive, I'm getting this positive information, I'm dealing with positive people, so positive things will come to them instead of dealing with something negative and all this kind of situation. So.
We want to make sure we bring up Art, too, in this segment and let people know so they can do a little research on Art Powell, who's been real instrumental in what you've got going. You know, here it is, somebody who led the other side of the lifestyle, who went down that road, ended up in prison for a number of years, missing his kids growing up, and he woke up.
Yeah, he woke up in prison. Art, when we started the program, Chief, we were trying to find someone that we felt that young people would listen to. You know, I didn't think they would listen to me because they're gonna say, you the police. You know, you don't know nothing about being in no gang. So we wanted to find someone that had been there and done that. And I got a call one day, and a friend of mine told me, I think I got the guy you need to talk to. And she introduced me to Art. And what drew me to Art is that when we first met, he come out with his pastor. You know, so we had to have a spiritual base. You know, we're not saying religious, we're just saying a spiritual base in there. Component, and Art told me what his visions were, and his visions lined up with mine, and 5 years later we still going. And but yes, he served 11 years in prison, and for armed robbery, a shootout with the police, gang involvement, you name it, but he changed his life. And he started his ministry in prison, and he's continuing it now. So we got him on board.
You know, one thing I want to stress to the community as we start to wrap this up a little bit today is to let folks know we're a team in this, and we're family up here. You know, and you know, I know people hear me say it all the time about referring to you, my brother. That's how I look at this, is we are in a fight out here. Yeah. But we want our people to treat people as good as they'll let them be treated, and treat them like family as long as they'll let them.
That's right. You know, it's one thing that Chief Womack leadership, we have core values, and we have them planted all around this campus. You go in major places, the briefing room, the training room, our community room, anywhere you go, we have our core values labeled up in those rooms. So our officers always is seeing those, treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, being professional, integrity, fairness. Those are things we push. Even when they turn on their computers, you know, even when they turn on the computer, the first thing they see, integrity, professionalism, and being courteous and being committed. Those things pop up on their computer. So we try to keep those values in the mindset of our officers. So when they go out there and deal with the public, because those values come from the top and it trickles down. So, you know, we don't want our police out there heavy-handed in the public unless it have to be. Now, you know, we ain't out there saying we want all people to get hurt now. We ain't gonna, no, right. That's not the point. But the point is, we're gonna have our people treat people right, the way you want your mama, your grandmama, your wife, your son or daughter treated. And that's the way we want them to treat the public as long as they let us. Right.
You know, one thing we try to do about quarterly up here at the police department is we try to do town hall meetings. We try to open it up, let our citizens come in. So we put all command staff in front of them. So if they've got questions and concerns, we want to address those and give them an open forum so they can come in and let us know what's going on. If you know, if we're doing good, great. If we're coming up short, let us know, and we're going to try to get up to speed to the way that we feel like they want us to be. We offer a handgun clinic. We do that a couple of times a month, every other Thursday. Our Citizens Police Academy is real active. You know, so, and I know one thing too that I want to encourage our viewers is to use the deputy chief and your chief, because we like going out in the community and doing. I'm telling you right here, folks, right here is one of the best motivators I've ever been around in my life. And he can get some folks fired up about doing right and acting like you should and being productive. So we enjoy working with the Boy Scouts, church groups, whatever. And you know, I know you've got a segment coming up where a new thing that you've just gotten involved with this health board that you're going to be serving on. You're bringing on a special guest, and you're going to be telling the public a little bit about that and what you got going.
Yeah, the Live Healthy Douglas County, and Ms. Tamika Williams is going to be coming on with that. So, and we're part of that. So, you know, Chief, it just a lot of people may not know, but we're involved with a lot of things in the community other than just, and that's part of serving and protecting. And so it's just great working in the community that you love. You know, you and I both from Douglas County. You know, we Douglas County bred and fed. So you know, it's a good thing to be somewhere where you love and around the people who you love, the community you love, and then we could police with love. So.
Well, Gary, I want to tell you, I can't be more proud of anybody than I am of you.
Yeah, brother, we're in it together.
We're making a great team right here. And I want to thank Douglasville for all the support you always provide us. And I am so proud to tell you that I'm proud of the fact that I feel like I've got a servant's heart, and I love serving my community. This is where I plan to stay, where I plan to raise my kids. And with all of us in this together, I know we're going to be successful for a long time. God bless you. Stay safe. This is Police Chief Chris Womack signing off.
Hi, I'm Deputy Chief Gary Sparks, and welcome back to the Douglasville Police Report. And today with me, we have a very special guest, Tamika Williams from Live Healthy Douglas. And she's going to be talking to us about the program here that's directed at young people and the abuse of alcohol and tobacco and drugs. And could you tell us a little bit about the program?
Sure. Well, first I'll start with our coalition. The coalition is called Live Healthy Douglas, and the coalition has been around now for about 12 years. Live Healthy Douglas, basically our mission is to make Douglasville a healthier place to live, as well as a drug-free community, and we want to work on that part by working with the youth and young adult to help combat youth and young adult alcohol abuse and use.
We're seeing a lot of that here with young people experimenting with alcohol. Do you have any initiatives coming up that's going to be focusing on our area?
Yes, actually we have the Douglas County Alcohol Abuse Prevention Initiative. And this is a new initiative that is part of Live Healthy Douglas. With this initiative, we'll be working to decrease the use and abuse of alcohol with young adults as well as our youth. Here in Douglas County, our age of onset of alcohol is actually at the age of 12. So it's important for us to get the word out to the community, to let the community know that parents as well as all of us in the community are responsible for our youth, and we have to understand that we are the primary influence when it comes to alcohol and other drugs, you know, with our youth.
Now you say you've been here for 12 years.
Yes.
Do you have any upcoming events that'll get the word out? And you know, I know I was going to be working with you all more closely than I have been in the past. But do you have any upcoming events that that the people in the community can come and get information? And
Yes, we do. Actually, we will be working with a community survey, which will last for 90 days starting in April. And with this community survey, it'll give us a kind of an accurate count of what our issue is here in Douglas when pertaining to youth and young adult alcohol abuse. With this initiative, we will be conducting a town hall meeting. The town hall meeting is April the 19th from 6:30 to 8, so we would love it for the public to come out and show their support with this initiative. And during that meeting, we will also have a survey room where the public can come out and fill out the surveys. So the purpose of the town hall meeting is to educate, you know, share the information with the community and educate the community on this. It's almost epidemic, you know, as far as youth's drinking and using of the drugs. One of the things that we realize is one of the #1 places youth are getting their alcohol is actually a friend's house or their very own home. And a lot of times, you know, we're just trying to put the word out there to say, you know, once again, that adults, we are the primary influence when it comes to youth choosing to use alcohol or any other type of drug. We also have a lot of initiatives going on in April. April is Alcohol Awareness Month, and we will be working with city as well as the county to get different proclamations going for the county, to get a proclamation from the city as well as the county. And then we have our partners that are on our coalition who are also doing different things in the community to educate those that they serve as well.
now, where will this event be held?
The town hall meeting will be held at Jesse Davis Park in the Alice Hawthorne Center. Like I said again, the public is welcome to come out. It'll be from 6:30 to 8, and it'll be an exciting event.
I think so, and this again is another area where the police department is teaming up with other organizations in here to try to make our community safer, because we see it from the standpoint of young people possibly going in and buying alcohol or getting alcohol from their home, and then they get in a motor vehicle, and then we're seeing the consequence of that decision that they make, and drinking alcohol and getting behind a vehicle. So, and that was very informational, you know, that the parents need to be mindful that their kids are watching. And put that stuff away.
Yes, indeed. Every move that we make, our kids are watching. So it's very important that, you know, we understand that we are major influences when it comes to alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We have to be that role model for our kids. And we want to thank you guys as well as our other partners for joining in with us and collaborating with us, because Live Healthy Douglas is a community collaborative.
Well, with that, we're in and now, and this just another example of where we partnering up with other organizations in the community to make our community safe. And really, please come out and fill out the surveys at Jesse Davis Park so we could know the extent of our problem, and then we could work on solving our problem. So make sure you come out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the newspaper.
Yes, we will spread the word. We'll have flyers going around, and we're going to try to get it in the newspapers as well. And I also wanted to extend to the community that Live Healthy Douglas Coalition is definitely open to the community. So if they would like to join, they can email me at twilliams@dhr.state.ga.us.
Is there a number that they can call to probably get information other than sending you an email? Do you have an office here, I guess?
Yes, we do. We are located here in Douglas County, but the best way to contact me would be through email.
Okay, well, great. Well, Ms. Williams, I want to thank you for being a part of our Douglasville Police Report, and I want to thank you for the tremendous work that you and your coalition are doing here in Douglasville and Douglas County.
Thank you. Thank you for also partnering with us and the work that you guys do to help us be able to combat this issue of underage drinking.
Okay, with that, this concludes our police report. Be safe and God bless.